Hi guys, welcome to today's pick a card reading. It is a soulmate pick a card. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the new format. I am now going to upload twice a week, much longer videos. So hopefully you'll get a little bit more detail and they'll be on the subjects that you like. I've noticed which ones you're watching a lot and which ones you're not watching so much. So I'm trying to focus on the love because that's what you all want to hear about. So that's all good. So I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified of the readings. Yeah, and just get involved in the conversation underneath the video. I do read all your comments and I do appreciate them all very, very much. So yeah, please let me know what you're thinking. If you'd like a private reading with me, it's really straightforward, really simple and quick. Not very expensive either. Please check the description box for more details. Yeah, so let's get on with it. It is a soulmate pick a card. I would recommend, like I did earlier in the week with the other reading, guys, please assign more than one question. It's not a waste, but you know, to only use one of the piles is maybe, you know, you could get more out of it by assigning a question to each pile. It doesn't even have to be a soulmate. You know, remember, the universe is amazing how she works. So you can assign your own questions to each group, or, you know, you can ask different aspects about him or her, you know. So, yeah. I'm also going to say him all the way through, but it can just as easily be her, and this can be for any type of relationship. Yeah, male, female, 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 male, male, or any other non-binary relationship. Do you know what I mean? It's not like specific to anything in particular. Is that the right expression? Non-binary, I hope it is. Right, anyway, let's get on with it. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Right, number one. So, soulmate. Your soulmate pick a card. We've got the Sun in reverse, 9 of Cups, the Star, and the 4 of Cups. Right, okay, guys. This looks like it's a positive situation, but there's some kind of little niggly issue. But because of the Star, I wouldn't really worry too much about the niggly issue. So let's get on and I'll stop being cryptic. The Sun in reverse is not negative, okay? So most of the reversals, it's a bit like, oh, great. So if you don't know the tarot, you may look, but you know that reversals aren't good. You might look and think, oh no, the Sun in reverse, this means something really bad. It doesn't. The Sun in reverse, you know what? Even in reverse, the Sun is positive. It means light, it means love, it means joy, it means new beginnings, it means possibility. But when it's reversed, that can just mean that there's a little delay, or there's something kind of slightly obscure in it. We can see this with the 4 of Cups in terms of the sort of future, if you like. So because these do kind of, some generally run in like a sort of chronological order, but not necessarily. But the point is, there is something in the way with your soulmate. There definitely is. This person or this situation that you're thinking about, there's definitely this sense with the 4 of Cups that there's some sort of issue, you know, and that's why we've got the Sun in reverse. But it doesn't change the fact that it's the Sun. We've also got the 9 of Cups. This is wishes fulfilled, getting what you want. This is complete pleasure. This is a sense that your dreams can come true in this situation, okay? So there is something really good going on in this connection. Something really good, something really fantastic going on in this connection, and it is moving in the direction that you would want. The Star is kind of like getting what you want after a big disappointment, or, you know, it kind of like, it is about you getting what you want. It's hope, it's joy, it's possibility, but after a kind of difficult time, or in a way that you maybe didn't expect. Okay, so with regards to this person, I definitely think there's some little issue, there's something in the way, or there's some problem. But the thing is, the Star is saying that you can get the joy and the happiness you want. You can. It won't be quite the way you were expecting. And it may require you to break down some walls, or there may be some situations that are going to need to be cleared out first. The most important thing with the Star is to recognize that this is kind of like a magical time, and that you need to get in the divine flow. You need to trust the process, trust the universe, have faith in the situation, because I do think there's going to be a bit of a delay. This comes with the Four of Cups for sure, because the Four of Cups is like, this is your person. I think this is the other person. It's for one or two of you, this may be you. So it may be that you've got someone coming towards you, offering you everything, and you kind of feel reticent about it. So the person I'm about to describe now on this card is most likely your person, but it could be you. So the person here is saying, I can't kind of accept this love or this joy or this opportunity right now. It's not saying they don't want it. It's saying, I can't accept it. Or, I can't even see it. You're trying to offer me it, but I won't look, or I won't accept it, or I don't want to look, or whatever. There can be many reasons, and obviously this is a general reading, so there could be many, many reasons why this person just doesn't want to look in that direction. It could be fear. It could be that they've got a lot on their plate right now. It could be that they've got another partner or another situation going on. But this person is not taking the opportunity. But what I do want to say is that generally the Four of Cups is an offer from the universe that could be good for you. So this person is not saying no to something in a responsible way. And it's not that they're being irresponsible. I'm just saying, you know, you and this situation are good for this person. You know, we've got the Sun, we've got the Nine of Cups, we've got the Star. This is an offering. You know, your situation is a positive offering to them and to you. But this person is not seeing it that way. It's like the universe is offering them this Ace of Cups, this new situation, but they just can't see it because their limited thinking doesn't allow it, at the moment. But it won't be like that forever necessarily. And I think, you know, the Sun and the Star are major arcana, so they trump the minor arcana. And you've got three really positive cards and one that's not negative. It's just like there's an opportunity around this person and they just don't see it. So what I do think is there's a lot of opportunity with this person. There's a lot of opportunity to move forwards, but at this time they're not seeing it. But it won't be forever. I do think they will wake up to it because there's just such a strong, compelling read at the beginning. You know, it's just like, this is their opportunity. So I don't think they'll ignore it forever. They may just need a little bit more time to either get their situation sorted out or recovery or whatever it is. But I do think that they will wake up to it eventually, you know. So I hope this makes sense. Lots of love, number ones, and I will see you either on the next reading in the next couple of days or on a private reading in the meantime. See you then, guys. Hi, group 2. Right, so this is a soulmate. Pick a card. We've got the Two of Coins, Justice, the Chariot, and Temperance. Okay, so what is going on with your soulmate relationship? So the majority of you know who this is, and the majority of you, I would imagine, are not actually in a relationship with this person, but it doesn't have to be that way. You could be single and looking for this person. You could be with this person in a relationship. So you just have to tweak it, but I'm reading to the majority, which is, you know, most people who watch this are someone who knows who they kind of have someone in mind, but they're not actually in a relationship with them. So this person, you know what is going on with them? There's some overwhelm. There's some issues around balance. All of these cards in some way, shape or form refer to balance. Okay? So whatever your circumstances are, whether you're with this person, have your eye on this person, whether you live with them or they don't know you exist, it doesn't matter. Do you know what you can do at the moment is look at balance. Where are you out of balance? Because, you know, everything is interconnected. So if you can bring yourself into a state of harmony and equilibrium, this will affect the situation. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of forceful energy. The Chariot is very much a pushing forwards. The Two of Coins is a rushing around energy. There's a lot of frantic energy going on in this reading. And there could be some kind of rushing around in a kind of formal way as well. The Justice card can be like legal issues, rules, so it could be anything about trying to stick to rules, do the right thing. So, you know, there is kind of a feeling of the frantic going on with this group. I'm not going to lie. However, you will be pleased to know with Temperance in the future, things will calm down towards the end of this week, into next week, wherever, depends on when you're reading it. But, you know, in the next 3, 4, 5 days, you will feel things calming down a little. But the general theme going on for you guys is that there's a lot of pressure or emotional turbulence. And there's a real... I just cannot state it enough. There's a real need to get a hold of the balance, take control of the situation, get a hold of the reins, you know. The Two of Coins is fairly innocuous. I mean, the thing is, I think, whilst it may feel like there's a lot of stress and a lot of panic, the Two of Coins says that actually what's going on is not the biggest deal. You don't need to panic about it. It's probably not as bad as you think, or it's not as stressful as it feels, you know, like in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of life, you'll look back and you probably won't even remember that this situation was going on in a year or so, you know. It's like it won't be a big deal, but it can feel really stressful. The Two of Coins is saying that for one or both of you at the minute, there's just a lot going on, so this can really slow down communication, love, and a sense of feeling intuitively connected to each other. So you or they are just really busy, and this is interfering with that flow. The Justice card is saying that ultimately, even though there's a lot going on, the right thing is trying to happen, you know. And also this is a card of karma, so watch out here. Make sure that what you're putting in is positive, and what you're putting in is genuine and from the heart. If there's any element of trying to be tricky or manipulative, this will come back to bite you when the Justice card is in the group, you know. So make sure you're being honest and genuine in your dealings within the relationship, you know. There's a need, like I say, to bring things to a state of harmony, and perhaps there is something going on within the relationship or within the extended relationship. Maybe you or they have some sort of legal or dispute situation going on that is causing stress at the minute. But the Chariot says you can triumph. This relationship can triumph. You can prevail over the, you know, the difficulties. It is possible. The Chariot does say that you will win. It will not be easy, but you can overcome the obstacles. Because of the Justice, the Two of Coins, and the Chariot, I would say that very likely within this relationship, you've got some external issues, whether this be an ex, a legal situation, a work situation. There's something that's kind of getting in the way. But it's a test for you guys to see, can you overcome it? You actually can, but you have to believe that you can, and you have to be very focused and determined. So you can do it, but you know, you have to really want to, and you have to be really focused. If you can stay focused and keep control of yourself and the situation, and keep your eye on the prize, you know, you have to have a positive attitude, and you have to know that you will get there. If you have this kind of attitude, you will get there. And this is where you've got the Temperance. So things are going to calm down soon. This will be the calm after the storm, where you'll be able to... Temperance is like a balancing out, where things become more calm and you will have like more joy in your life. So this is coming for you soon. So keep your eye on where you're going and stay focused, and you'll get there. Loads of love, number twos. I will see you later on in the next few days for the next reading, or on a private reading in the meantime. See you then. Hi, group 3. So this is your soulmate pick a card. We've got Strength, King of Wands, Death, and the 7 of Wands. A lot of orangey yellow here. This is very... There's a strong message here of focusing on what you want, what you desire, and taking action. Okay, and this goes very well with the Strength card. There's a theme in your relationship, like I say, with this orangey yellow, of sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra. So what do you really want? What do you want to create? Creating forward motion in your life and stepping into your power, being able to act on it. The Strength card is saying that within your relationship around this week, around this time, it's all about being brave and strong and courageous. It's all about digging deep. What do you really want? And focusing on that and being able to listen to your inner wisdom rather than your reactive thoughts and feelings about the situation. You know, I do think that, you know, you're going to have to be very focused because, you know, there's something you're trying to overcome within this relationship. It looks like other people's opinions and ideas. There's definitely a need to kind of break free of something, to transform something, and that's what's happening during this time, okay? The Strength card is saying dig deep, overcome your own inner limitations, you know, break free, be brave, go for what you really want. It's interesting because the King of Wands, this could be your person. It's the masculine energy within the situation, whether that's you or them. This is this person connecting with their power. The King of Wands is pure masculine fire. This is connecting with this. This is taking the lead, being focused, getting the vision and moving forward. So I do think that the masculine aspect of this situation, whether that is you or them, a male or a female, is the masculine aspect. And this is the masculine aspect saying, okay, it's time to be brave. It's time to be courageous. It's time to move. This will trigger some sort of death, and I don't mean physical death. This is like, you know, a mini death, as like a shaman would say, like a mini death. This is an end of a cycle and the beginning of another. The Death card is not negative. It's quite the opposite. It's really positive because this is the end of one cycle, the beginning of another. A chance to move forwards, a chance to leave the past behind. So you know what? I feel like you guys are kind of on the cusp of moving into something new. So whether this is coming together, meeting each other, and moving to the next level in the relationship, it depends. It depends where you're at. But this is about digging deep. And this is about the masculine connecting with his power and being able to take action, you know, and to leave the past behind. It's not going to be easy because the Seven of Wands says that, you know, it can feel like you guys are just up against everybody. It's like the one wand against the other 6 wands. You know, it's like all these other people's opinions, ideas, thoughts, feelings coming at you. And it can just feel very, very overwhelming because it can just feel like it's just a fight. And definitely the 7s are about overcoming external issues. So there's definitely something in the way on the outside, or it can feel that way. But the thing with the 7 of Wands is you've got to do what you know is right in your heart. And that's the message for you guys at this time. It's like you've got to listen to what's in your heart. You've got to notice what's your desire? What do you really want in life? Where are you being called to act? And even though it may be difficult, because the Strength card says you're going to be pushed to your limits, you're going to have to do something, or they're going to have to do something that takes them out of their comfort zone. I think it's going to be both of you, but it's largely going to be this King of Wands energy. You know, it's like, you know, it's the masculine aspect that kind of connects with his power and realizes, you know what, I'm going to have to be brave here. I'm going to have to be strong here. I'm going to have to break free of my own internal limitations here. And even though it's going to maybe not be a popular thing, I'm going to have to dig deep, listen to my heart and go for it anyway. And that is the message of the 7 of Wands. It's like, listen to your heart and do what is in your heart, because that will propel you along. You will win. The 7 of Wands is a win, but it's a hard one. It's a hard fought victory. Yeah, it's a victory, but it's one that doesn't come without some loss, hence the death, and without some fight. But, you know, ultimately you guys will come out the other end stronger for it. So, you know, I do think there's a success here. I do think this relationship is going in the right direction. Things are moving positively. And if you've been waiting for your masculine to act, or you are the masculine and you've kind of felt disempowered, you know what? The masculine is going to be inspired to move pretty soon, okay? And this will transform the situation. Loads of love, number 3s. I will see you on a private reading or on the next reading in the next couple of days. See you soon. Hi, group 4. Oh, it's doing it again. It did this before. Oh, there we go. So, this is your soulmate picker card. We've got the High Priestess, the 7 of Cups, the Hierophant, the 4 of Swords. So what's going on in your soulmate relationship? Wherever you're at, you may be together, you may not even know who this person is. Right, there's a massive, massive call to be intuitive. So wherever you're at, whether you're together or not, whether you know who this person is or not, listen to your intuition. you know, and it can be anything in between, any variation between not together at all, don't even know who they are, and properly in a relationship, and anything in between. They're saying whatever, listen to your intuition. The High Priestess is saying they, your guides, your angels, are trying to communicate with you. You need to listen to your intuition. You need to listen to where you're being called, where you're being drawn, okay? The Seven of Cups is saying that there's some lack of clarity of thought. There's some confusion. Some of you are procrastinating. You're putting off thinking about it. Some of you are overthinking the situation. But there's this kind of fogginess and this kind of reluctance to kind of look at the situation clearly. You could be putting off making a decision. You don't really know what decision to make. The Seven of Cups is like this feeling that you've got all these options and you just don't really know what to do. There's a lack of clarity around it. For some of you with the Seven of Cups, it's a fantasy thinking as well. So there's just a lack of reality or clarity with thinking. So some of you may be making up stories about what's going on. Some of you may be just not thinking clearly. But there's this kind of whole confusion around, well, what is going on? What do I think about the situation? How can I move forwards? Okay, the next two cards really say it all. Well, so does the High Priestess. The general issue, if there is one this week, is thinking. Either lack of thinking, lack of clarity of thinking, getting over involved in like fantasy thinking, or just not thinking at all. You know, but there's issues around thinking. But the Seven of Cups actually is a card that says, in order to get clarity, in order to know what to do, how to act, whether you are being crazy in your thinking or whether you're being clear, to know, listen to your intuition. The only real way to make a decision or to move forwards in your soulmate relationship for the majority of you who've picked number 4 is to listen to your intuition. The Seven of Cups says it's going to be really difficult to make a decision unless you do. And the High Priestess as the opening card is saying, do you know what, guys? They're talking to you. But you've got to be open. So do your spiritual practice. Take time in nature. Be quiet. You know, just stare into space for a few minutes every day. Do meditation. Whatever works for you. Whatever you do. But you've got to connect with your higher self, your inner self in the universe. You've got to leave space for these intuitive nudges to come through. Look for synchronicities, look for signs, or be open to them. You know, if you're open to them, you'll see them more readily. The Hierophant is saying, don't make any wild moves. I think some of you have got like, your thinking isn't clear around this relationship. And so you could be at risk of making a move that is not dangerous or anything, don't worry. But, you know, it might trip you up or it might just send you in circles. So the Hierophant says, you know, there's more to learn here. You need to learn something else. So just take your time. Don't make any rash or wild moves at the minute. Just stick with it. Stick to where you are. Stay on your path. Listen. Listen to your inner wisdom, your light. How are you going to do that? Through listening to your intuition. The Four of Swords is like, take a break from thinking. Rest, regenerate, recuperate, take your time. Yeah, the good news about the Four of Swords is that this situation has maybe been going through a bit of a difficult time and it's in a recovery period. Things are getting better. Things are on the up, but don't push to kind of get a conclusion just yet. Give yourself a little bit of time and breathing space. Allow your thoughts to kind of calm down. Take some time for meditation. You know, this card is all about that. It's rest, recuperation, regeneration. You know, things will improve a lot quicker if you just take your foot off the gas, basically. Give yourself a bit of space and you'll be amazed at how the universe sorts this out for you. Listen to your inner wisdom. She knows best, okay? Loads of love, number 4s. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you on the next reading or on a private reading in the meantime. If you would like a private reading with me, please check the description box below. Loads of love. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell. See you soon, guys.